Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Mindful SMP. I am over my cold, but as you can hear, my voice is still a little bit weird, so as they say, the show must go on. Last episode, we had found these really cool mountains, and while I want to continue work on the Carnival, I do want to kind of stake our claim here, so that's the first thing we're going to do this episode. So the area that I want to mark out is going to be 44 by 44, so let me see if I can find a suitable place here. There we go. So what I've claimed is a 44 by 44 space that goes all the way from bedrock all the way up to build limit. And we're going to do some sort of like mega build here in the future. But first, we've got quite a lot to do on the Carnival yet. Mindful SMP is sponsored by MC Pro Hosting. If you want to play on a server with friends, you can save 20% by using the code MINDFUL at checkout. Once we start building in the mountains, we'll also build another portal and another tunnel and that sort of thing, because it's a pretty long walk over here. What the heck is that? So here's our swamp build, and if we look up in the sky, somebody's building something really big up there. Somebody moved my tunnel. Aha. I knew this was going to happen because we were building these giant spaces here with these huge portals, and so that hallway was going to need to move down, and it looks like it has begun. Shopping district portals. Fantastic. So I had heard that we are running low on books again, so we're going to take a peek here. Couple there, couple there. Protection, knockback. Yep, we're out of mending books again. Okay, we've got some replenishing to do for sure, so let me do that real quick. All right, I would love to get these all the way full, but at least there are some books in here right now for people to buy. Still a lot of work to do, though. Back over here at the Carnival, we are going to build another attraction, and from the description of the video, you probably saw that it's a maze. So what I want to do is I want to do a maze that people pay a token to enter, and then I want it to be like 3 different types of mazes. And it's going to be in this space right here. So I'm going to set this guy back a couple of blocks. So let's see, the front of this ride is here. Let's go back about 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. Make the front of it about there. And then I want it to be about 19 blocks wide. We're also going to be about 19 blocks deep. So we're going to have our entrance over here, and then we'll have our exit over here. I'm going to dig some space out here so that we can make an item filter so we can have an entryway that's activated by tokens. So right now I have this little item filter here, and the filter of course is looking for our tokens. And when we throw a token in there, that will cause the comparator to push a little bit more signal, which will turn this torch off right here. And this little torch tower will kind of do a flip-flop so that these pistons retract. Let me show you real quick. Throw that in there. Opens and closes. Now what I want is I want to throw it in there and I want it to stay open. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a little circuit like this. And basically the way that torches work is if power runs into the block that they're attached to, they invert. So if I take some power and run it into this block, that torch is going to turn off. Now what we can do is kind of the same thing on this side. If I was to put power here, that's going to run into this block, which will turn this off and allow this guy to turn back on. So we kind of flip-flopped it. I think we're going to use something like that for our door. Okay, this one was pretty tricky. I had a pretty good idea for the circuit, but it turns out making it fit was really quite a trick. I knew I wanted the door to be here, and then we would insert our tokens here, so that kind of limited where stuff could be. So the item filter down here, it has a torch that is on, and when we put a token in here, it temporarily turns off for just a split second. And what's going to happen is I take this signal here and I invert it. So when that turns off for just a moment, this one kicks on for just a moment, and our little flip-flop here, this guy turns on, which then opens the door. Now, right above here, I have a pressure plate, and when we walk through, we hit the pressure plate, which sends a signal around, again flip-flops this, and that closes the door again. Let me show you it in action here. Jump up here. We're going to throw a token in here. Door opens, and it stays open. And that is because this guy flashed for a moment, and it inverted this, which then kicked this side on. And you can see it staying on. And now when we hit this pressure plate, that's going to turn on this side. The player walks on through, closes the door behind him. Perfect. So now we just need to build the maze. So aside from some decoration, I think we are complete. This is a maze that is broken into 3 sections. So the first section is sort of a traditional kind of dungeon maze, and then it turns into more of a funhouse transparent maze, and then finally an invisible maze. So let me show you how this thing works. So we'll deposit our token here, and the door will open, and then we can walk inside, and the door will close behind us. And it's basically illuminated only by glow lichen, and then occasionally at a dead end there'll be a torch. So as we're kind of going through here, see, that's stuck here. No. Okay, we got through the first part. And now we're in this second part here, which is transparent, which is kind of tricky to, you can see across, but you can't see where to go. Okay, we got across that. And now, underneath the carpet, there are fences. And so we can't cross certain areas here. So this is really, in my opinion, the worst. This is just super frustrating. And I did it. Cool. So in the front here, I'm going to do some decoration, and then that will be done. And there we have it. Just put the word maze in big 3x3 letters with some obnoxious carnival colors on the background there. Over here, it says very specifically exit only. And then over here, it says Maze 3 ways, 1 token to enter. So that way people can deposit a token, go inside, experience the 3 different mazes, and then they'll come out right here. Looks fantastic. Next episode, we're going to add another attraction in this space right behind me, and then in future episodes, I have some ideas for some actual like Redstone rides, which I think will be kind of fun as well. So lots more to do on the Carnival. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.